Over the last year, hundreds, if not thousands, of teams who are using ClickUp reported that ClickUp increased their subscription cost dramatically by converting the free guests into paid limited members. And I don't want you to overpay for your ClickUp users. So in this video, we'll be breaking down the difference between ClickUp guests, ClickUp members, and newly introduced ClickUp limited members. With all that said, let's dive into this. And by the way, if you want to learn more about how to make ClickUp work for your business and how to set it up for your specific use case, check the links in the description below for more information. Let's review each of these user types and understand what are the differences between them. We're going to start with the ClickUp members first, and I believe this is kind of the most straightforward way of adding new team members inside your ClickUp account. ClickUp members are essentially your internal team members, and again, when adding them into your ClickUp, if you have an active paid subscription, you will need to also pay for those team members, obviously, right? Whether it's $15, $20, $25 per month, again, you will be charged for adding new team members. But the benefit of adding your team members as members in ClickUp is because they will have full access to ClickUp. You will give them access to creating new spaces, using tasks, updating statuses, updating custom fields, and basically have a full access to every and all features inside your ClickUp account. Now, let me briefly show you how you add new members inside ClickUp. You'll need to click on at the left top corner. One of the ways is by clicking on your workspace, sign here, clicking on the settings. From here, you need to find the people section of the settings, and you can click on the invite people by providing their email of the person that you want to add to your ClickUp and making sure that you selected the member user type. You can click on send invite, and that's going to send an email to that person. They can accept it, register in ClickUp if they don't have the account yet, and then again, they will have the full access to your ClickUp. Now, important thing obviously to keep in mind, as soon as they approve and they join your ClickUp workspace, you will be charged and your subscription will increase by the amount that you have based on what plan you're on. But this way, your team members have full access to your ClickUp, and again, they have full access to tasks, lists, folders, unless you obviously make some of these locations private. In this example, they will not be able to see that. Another way for us to add users inside our ClickUp account is by adding them as guests. And guests has been one of the most popular ways of adding people outside of your organization into your ClickUp account because you don't need to pay for them. They're basically free. With the latest update of limited members that ClickUp introduced earlier this year, they made it clear that guests should only be used external team members, right? For people who are outside of your organization. So when you are trying to add someone from your internal team, meaning your team members, they probably should be added as members or limited members. And if you want to add someone, let's say a contractor or someone from the client side, those people can be added as guests. Now, guests can be added in two ways. First, they can be giving a view-only permission, which this does is they have access to only see tasks and see information inside your ClickUp account. And now, funny enough, they will still be able to use ClickUp chat feature, which means even though you added them as guests and you are not paying for them, they can only see things in ClickUp, but they can also interact with you using the chat feature, which again can become pretty powerful depending on what's the use case for you using the guest with view-only access. And then the second way of adding guests is to give them actually some permissions, is to give them full added or common permission. What this makes is, again, it's still a free guest. You don't need to pay for that seat. ClickUp limits you to the number of people who can have access to your ClickUp account as guests and still be able to interact with tasks, update tasks, and it depends on the plan you're on and how many paid members you have on your subscription. So let me show you what I mean by that. When you are adding a new guest into your ClickUp account, first of all, you cannot add guests to your spaces. You have to add them either to the folder or to the list. So if I were to add them, for example, one of the guests to my admin tasks list, I'm going to click on sharing permissions here. I need to type in their email here. So I would type in some email. And then over here, instead of member, I need to select guest. Now, whenever I select guest, I can select different types of permissions that I'm giving to them. So for example, as I said, the full added, the added, and the comment permissions, those guests, the number of those guests is limited. So you can see ClickUp tells me, invite this guest for free, but you have only 11 guest seats available. Now, this seats can actually, whenever you're adding new team members to your paid plan, the number of guests that you can add increases, the number of guests with these permissions. When you are changing this to view only, ClickUp says view-only guests are always free. So this way you can have unlimited number of users added as view-only guests. They will have access to the chat feature, but they will only be able to see your ClickUp information and not actually interact with this and not change it in any way. So this way you can add people who are, again, outside of your company and outside of your organization who need to have access to your ClickUp data by using this free guest user type. You're not paying for them, and again, if you're giving them a view-only access, they can still use the ClickUp chat feature, while when you give them the full edit or comment access, they can actually interact with you inside ClickUp tasks. And again, if you give them full edit permission, they can actually even create new tasks for themselves. So now as we understand the members and who are guests, and members are paid team members while guests are for free inside our ClickUp account. Now let's move on to the third type, which is limited members. Now limited members was introduced recently, and this is basically a way for ClickUp to differentiate between guests that you're inviting who are really outside of your organization with people who are inside your company but do not need the full access to your ClickUp account. So what limited members are, basically there are two ways to add them. The first one is the limited member with the view only. If you remember, we discussed the same option for guests. The only difference between limited members and guests is that limited members are actually users who have your domain inside their email. So if their email ends with your domain, they will be considered limited members. And the same happens if you're adding guests with a full edit or edit permission, and those guests have your domain inside their email, this will be considered a limited member. Now, the important thing to mention here is that limited members with view-only access, even if they're from inside your organization, are actually for free. You can add them just as you added guests, right? You don't need to pay for them, but those limited members can be added to space level. So if you were to go to one of your spaces, right, and you were to click on the three dots next to the space, click on the sharing and permissions. So here you can type in their email, for example, right, of the person you want to invite. Click on invite, and then over here you can see the limited member access. Now what this does, you can change this over here to view only. It says view only limited members are always free. So the same message we saw for guests with view only access. The only difference is that limited members can now be added to spaces. For guests, you have to add them to folders or list, but not to the spaces. And again, limited members will, with view only access, will also have access to the chat feature. So even though they cannot interact with the tasks and change tasks, they are still able to chat with you inside ClickUp chat. Now, because they have view only access, we can also see that they will not be able to create or edit new folders, lists, create new tasks, update the existing tasks. The same happens with the spaces. They will not be able to create new spaces as your regular members do. But again, the upside here is that those are free and you are not getting charged for inviting limited members with view only access. And just to circle back one more time on this, the main difference between guests and limited members is in their email, basically. Is if their email includes your domain, that is going to be considered your internal team member, so they will be converted automatically from the guest into the limited member. And again, if they also are using this single sign-on feature, this way ClickUp will know that this is internal team member and they will automatically convert it from a guest into the limited member. Now, the danger zone becomes if you are adding guests where the email includes your domain, and again, if it's internal team member, then ClickUp will automatically convert that free guest into the limited member with a full edit or comment permission. Now, this is the same way guests work and the same way we reviewed how to give access to guests. So if I were to go back to my space, I wanted to add this user here, and instead of giving them a view only access, I'll give them a full edit access. What this does is it basically creates it as a separate member inside your ClickUp account. It's going to charge you for this member, but this member will only have access to the space that you shared with them, or to a specific folder or a specific list that you shared with them. While the actual member, when you're adding them and you're paying for them, they have access to the full ClickUp workspace. So again, the main difference is, as it states in the name, a member has the full access to your workspace. The limited member is still considered a member, but has access to a limited location, right? To the location that you only shared with them. And in this scenario, the paid subscription will apply to limited members. So if you're adding your internal team members into ClickUp and you want them to see only a specific part of the workspace, a specific list or folder, and you want them to have added comments or full added permission, you will have to pay for them, and they will be added into your ClickUp subscription plan. As we reviewed all these different user types, we reviewed the members, we reviewed guests with view only, and then full added and comment permissions, as well as the limited members. And we discussed that the main difference between guests and limited members is if those people are actually internal team members or outside of your organization. And the way ClickUp understands this and actually states in one of their articles on their webpage, they say people who use your organization's email domain or single sign-on cannot be added as guests. So again, this is stated on their help article on their website. If you want to read this, I'll leave the link in the description below. But what this basically means is if you're adding your people who are using your organization's email domain, they will be automatically converted into the limited members, and you'll have to pay for them. And over here, you can also see that they are saying limited members are charged the same subscription fee as members. So again, even if you're giving them access to a little piece or to some folder or some list inside your ClickUp account, if they're inside your organization, if they have the same organization's email and using the same single sign-on, you will be charged as if you were to add a regular member into your ClickUp account. Again, I will add all these links in the description below to this video, so hopefully you can look through them and it will make it easier for you to understand kind of all the differences between these user types. And I also hope that this breakdown of ClickUp members, guests versus limited members helps you not to make mistakes and not to overpay for the users that you currently have and you will be adding inside your ClickUp account. By the way, if you're interested in learning more about how to make ClickUp work for your specific use case and to make it work for your business, check out the links in the description below for more information. If you have any questions about ClickUp members, limited members, or guests, or the way you're setting it up inside your workspace, feel free to post them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one very, very soon.